decided to not dispense on this occasion.
At least I felt validated. Graham's ID was finally starting to get me places.
Work order received. Work order accepted.
How can I be of assistance?
Warning. This entrance is strictly vehicle only.
Those guns looked like they meant business. It was a grumpy-looking maintenance droid. Excuse me.
Citizen Graham?
I just wanted to...
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm a 4YR droid. And 4YR droids are programmed to ask questions, not to answer them.
You're not like...
You mean 2CU? Tim Pop voice?
And you're...
Better? Underneath this steel skin lies the...
Wow.
А вот и аккумулятор, который нам нужен.
Tested. Whereas that, flying. But me, I can go all night long.
You meant...
Correct. I run off a 13.7 volt power cell.
Really? Would it fit...
It would fit in older models.
like that?
Might do. Looks old enough.
Mind if I borrow your power cell?
But I would power down. Cease to exist.
That's taking a pretty pessimistic view.
You in my...
Think of it as a well-earned retirement.
Sounds more like death.
Any ideas on where I can get one of your power cells?
Ah, sorry. Factory that made them and me shut down years ago.
Those guns.
Ah, they're totally safe.
And if you don't?
Death by the...
Ouch. What's...
A corridor.
And after that?
The sit...
Okay. And how do I get in?
You don't.
Why not?
Because you are a pedestrian. And doors do not open for pedestrians.
But they open for vehicles?
Yes, because it is a vehicle entrance.
Have you seen a boy...
Gaplander or...
Gapland?
Oh, Gapland.
He's quite...
Repeat, all Gaplanders look the same to me.
So you can't help...
No.
Do you know anyone else?
You tried asking a human.
Depends what you're asking. How can I get through those...
They only open for registered transit vehicles.
2CU looks...
That's right. Supposed to... I'd like to see her try and fix a bent shaft.
What is it you're doing here?
I recycle.
What happens to the cans?
First, they get... Then they go down...
Then what?
Well, they get recycled.
What kind of stuff?
Important stuff. Really, really important stuff. So I've been told.
What is it? What happened?
First,
Then what?
well, they get
What kind of...
important stuff.
Thanks.
Bye.
Так. Нам нужен аккумулятор из этого дроида. Как бы нам его достать?
Warning. Extreme
Понял,
measures
понял,
will be
понял.
taken
Все,
against
не стреляй.
non-compliant pedestrians. Alert. Pedestrians now have only 10 seconds to comply. Lethal force authorized.
Здорово.
Привет.
The conveyor appeared to be part of a waste recycling system. The pressure plate appeared to trigger the crane mechanism. Industrial fumes pumped out of the spinning exhaust fan.
Alert. Pedestrians now have only 10 seconds to comply. Lethal force authorized.
Piles of metal cans were crushed into one compact cube of aluminium. Piles of metal cans were crushed into one compact cube of aluminium.
Alert. Pedestrians now have only 10 seconds to comply. Alert. Pedestrians now have only 10 seconds to comply. Lethal force authorized.
The large chute appeared to be part of a recycling process.
Вот сейчас я аккумулятор получу.
charged power cell. The bridge seemed to be operated by some sort of hand scanner. How's it going?
Can't complain.
That's the...
What's on your mind?
So all you need...
Like a chip?
Here.
Is that you?
Well,
Not gonna stop you there, Chuck.
hey, any chat?
Typical. No one ever...
I just...
Oh, all right. Up in the back. You earned it.
You sure it's safe back here?
100%, lad.
I'll take your word for it.
Just watch out for me neck bursts. I've lost enough business already. As far as I can take you, I'm afraid. You can catch a monopod into the city from over there.
Where are you going?
Straight to cargo. Gotta get these babies
Quarantined?
distributed.
Thanks for the ride, Wendell. Maybe see you again.
Welcome, Citizen Graham. Outdated U-chip firmware detected. Firmware must be updated to use Union City facilities.
Ну что так
About to
строго-то?
return to give Ember a piece of my mind when...
Transporting you to the nearest safety services.
Сразу в кутузку, блин.
stalkers had come into the city. But looking around, that didn't make any sense. This place was a paradise compared to the Union City I'd left all those years ago. Joey had certainly turned the place around. I had to find the stalkers. And whoever he was, Graham was my only lead. I just had to sort out my U-chip problems first. Hey,
I'm not too se-
Oh,
so we all look alike.
Now hold on. You have to admit that...
My name is 1CU. One. We're totally different.
Oh, so is 2CU like an upgrade? Like a better version of you?
You're speaking to the first, an original, a numero uno community welfare droid.
Tell me about...
Before my...
You must know.
He brought the city...
Then the council took it.
Precisely.
So...
As I say, I know little about the great Joey. For more information, check out the museum.
I really would like to know what...
And the museum in the piazza is the perfect place to start finding out.
I really would like...
And the museum in the piazza is the perfect...
Tell me about...
Would you like...
That's not...
The piazza was designed by the council to encourage...
What's the point?
It's a fact that people like being around other... And I'm sure we can all agree...
I wouldn't know.
Anyway, Union City happiness is at an all-time high. Thanks, Piazza.
Anything interesting?
Why, it's an annual celebration in which all citizens are encouraged to aspire.
Aspire to what?
Aspire to be lower.
Wait.
Of course. Eyes on the ground make Joey proud.
I really would like...
And the museum in the piazza is the perfect place to...
Tell me about the council.
The council guides the ministries and...
Sure.
Oh, yes. They look at...
Sounds like they're...
Everybody loves...
Everybody?
Oh, yes. And...
Even me?
Even you, sir.
So how do I...
You don't need to, sir. Your Minos profile tells them what you want and need before you know it yourself.
What if I want to talk...
In person?
Let me guess. Busy looking...
Now you're getting it.
Do you know anything about...
There are no...
Really?
Every single child in Union City, period.
What about an...
Ha, not to worry, sir. You won't see that sort in here.
There haven't been any...
I am unfamiliar with the word...
It means to...
Why would anyone do that? Union City has plenty of children.
I'm looking for a...
The monopod station is...
No, I'm...
Well, it can't have come through here. The piazza is a strictly pedestrian zone.
The vehicle I'm looking...
A vehicle with legs.
You definitely haven't seen it?
Definitely.
That's all.
Enjoy your...
Pod has been requested. Please wait for embarkation.
Hello?
Good morning, Graham, Grundy. I trust you are well on this fine day.
Actually,
Aha! Have you tried Dijon?
sounds delightful.
That's the... Now, Mr.
I guess we do.
Your firmware. It's Let's get you Go on. Place your hand on the platform.
Why should I?
Oh, Graham. How do you expect to act? Or vote on... Or use the track? Please consent to the firmware update.
Okay, here goes.
Well, that's...
What's very strange?
What's very strange?
You said that's very strange a moment ago. Something about my data.
I didn't. You said, what's very strange?
I only said it because you...
Great. What else can I do for you, Citizen Graham?
There was something strange about the eye... Well, she may have lost the plot. So is my...
It sure is, Citizen Graham. Now you can get back to... I see you have 2 weeks of public voting to catch up on. Better find a terminal and hop to it.
What was the firm...
Well, Mr. Grundy, it still had the original firmware from the... Frankly,
I've lived a
You poor thing.
Would you mind scanning my U-chip like you did before?
But, Graham, your firmware is up to date.
Humor me.
Okay. Well, that's very strange. More data.
There, you just did it again.
Because you asked me to humor you.
I mean, you said that's very strange again.
I assure you that I have a precise log of this entire conversation, and I said no such thing.
It appeared that every time she tried to access my data, the last few seconds of her memory was wiped.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Can you try accessing my data one more time?
But, Citizen...
Please
Well, that's very strange.
Блин, я могу делать это бесконечно.
What?
That's what I thought. Whatever was blocking my U-chip was disrupting her memory playback. Another item to add to the Graham Grundy mystery list. I'm still very curious.
As am I.
No, forget.
Very well. Forgetting you mentioned it has been recorded for training purposes.
Listen, I don't...
I'm here.
Okay.
And from...
He was from outside.
I can only help you locate citizens.
I'm looking for a
Accessing...
He is not a...
Is he?
No,
Because Milo...
That fact...
I can only help you locate citizens.
I need to...
Does it...
What?
It's much...
If he wasn't missing...
But if I'd found him...
His name is...
Good news. While you were chatting, I checked our records and there are no missing children in Union City.
Where can I find...
They're everywhere. You can't throw a bilby without hitting a terminal.
Why would I want to...
I know. They're so cute.
Tell me about Union City.
The temperature is a perfect 296 degrees.
296 degrees? In what units?
Kelvin, obviously. What else would it be?
What's happening in the...
Have you tried...
I have...
38% of
38% it...
Get it before it's gone.
Can you tell me...
The council was formed as a democratic oversight committee. The council is made Ministry of Plenty, Ministry of Comfort, Ministry of Safety, Ministry... Would you like to know more?
I think I'm...
Polite suggestion. A complete account of the council. Is there anything else I can help you with?
How can I...
Communication with the council.
Right.
Well, I'm sure if you saw one of them, one...
That's more like it.
The council resides within the Citadel. Unfortunately, your kudos level does not... I'm sure you understand.
I'm looking for...
Well, a monopod station...
Are there any
Polite request for disambiguation. By...
I mean a vehicle...
Do you mean a skate...
You are no help.
I'm here to help.
To be more specific, I'm looking for...
Oh, I do wish I could be...
No, a vehicle. Forget it. Can you tell me...
Joey was pivotal in the restructure. If you would like to learn more about Joey's role in the rebirth... Is there anything else I can help you with?
So Joey is...
When the city was ready to be ruled... If you would like to learn more about Joey's role in the rebirth of Union... Is there anything else I can help you with?
Thank you.
Was I...
Yes.
Would you like to fill out a survey?
Yeah.
Excellent. Are you...
Whoops. Gotta go.
Эй,
Now that I dealt with my U-chip problem, I needed to find out more about my new identity. Graham Grundy. Milo's trail was running cold. I needed to check out Graham's home.
Welcome, Citizen Graham. Where would you like to go?
I knew Graham had some sort of connection to Milo's kidnapping. His home would be my best, in fact, my only lead. Take me to Graham... my home.
Lakeview Apartments. Certainly, Citizen Graham.
The city knew a lot more about Graham than I did. As I arrived, masquerading as a dead man called Graham, I was apprehensive about what I would... But I had no choice. I had to find the stalker. And whoever he was, Graham was my only lead. This particular spot seemed popular with the local birds. The seal on the floor showed my buddy Joey just as I remembered him, when I left him in charge all those years ago.
Hey, buddy, watch where you're standing.
What's your problem?
Your face, for one.
Excuse me.
Well, if you hadn't been staring at the floor like a moron, you'd have seen me.
I didn't catch your name.
I'm your...
What? Do you live here?
Do I look...
I'm not from around here.
Yeah? And
Trouble.
keep walking.
Do you know where I can...
Oh, they say he walked in... Either way,
You don't like it here?
needs more color. Wouldn't you agree?
What happened after...
Well, duh. Council runs the city now.
Do you know a guy...
Nope. Sounds like a moron.
In that case, let me...
Doesn't surprise me.
I'll leave you to...
Aw, really?
Yes, I'm...
Hey, dirtbag! What's your favorite color?
Huh?
You heard me. What's your favorite color?
Blue?
Lame.
But you're wearing... Never mind.
Later, man purse.
Later, backpack.
Ha! You got nothing.
Clearly not everyone in Union City was quite...
Be off with you!
The seal depicted my friend Joey as he looked when I left him in charge of the city. Clearly, he'd made his mark.
Commencing spray, please.
The cleaning robot was clearly designed to carry heavy water tanks.
Water tank depleted.
Someone had spilt paint on the floor. The holdall was stained with paint. Looked like someone planned on doing some painting. With no hand scanners, I figured they were intended for droids.
Apologies, Citizen Graham. This is not your residence.
It was pretty clear that the girl didn't like me. Hey,
Clean.
I shall inform Madam and her guest that you have arrived. She will be so pleased.
No, that won't be necessary.
She will be overjoyed that you have finally returned to the bosom of the family. My apologies for the interruption, Madam Songbird. It's Master Graham.
What about him, Chipworth?
It appears he has arrived home, Madam.
He has, but that's wonderful! Oh, thank Joey! My dear husband is back!
Ah, I was hoping to meet you, Mr. Grundy. Mentor Alonso, Ministry of Well-Being. I was just here to investigate some irregularities.
I'm sure my Graham needs a few moments to freshen up. Why don't I show you my kudos records? I don't know who you are, but right now we're both in a lot of trouble. So for both our sakes, you'd better convince the mentor that you're Graham.
Yes, of course.
I'll stall him. Just don't come through that door until you know enough about Graham to pass yourself off as him.
Don't worry. You can count on me. I wasn't sure what I'd walked into. But if I was to convince anyone I was Graham, I needed to find out more about him. His job, his family, his state of mind. The mentor could ask me about anything. Information about Graham was scattered all over the place. All I had to do was look around. A shelf full of sports gear and awards from years gone by. That looked like Graham and his wife on their wedding day. They looked blissfully in love. Rhythmic gymnastics, first place. Amethyst or purple glass? Either way, it looked expensive. Fairy tales, courtly romances, and art books. Union City Red. I suspected it was more fruit juice than wine. Definitely an improvement on the food dispensers they used to have here. Personally, I preferred an open fire for cooking. At least one person in the city appreciated a nice cup of coffee, although I doubted Union City Blend contained even an ounce of actual coffee beans. Tempting, but I'd already had my monthly bath.
Welcome back, Graham. Displaying your health chart now. It has been 2 weeks since your last checkup. You have lost weight. Congratulations. It has been noted that your height has increased. Adjusting records accordingly. Scanning for medical implants. Error. Implant missing. Refreshing biomodification database. Please wait. Removing cardiac implant registration. Registering Schriebman port as new implant.
The scanner had detected my Schriebman port, which allowed me to interact with Link, the city's old network. Since then, I'd pretty much forgotten about it.
Adjusting your health rating from C to A+.
I was considerably fitter than Graham. That was good to know. Give me a checkup.
Scanning. Your physical health is within the top percentile for a Union citizen. Congratulations.
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
What devices do I have installed?
You possess a U-chip personal data implant in the perlicue of your right hand. It is functioning correctly. Your cardiac regulator implants have been marked as removed. Please return them to your nearest medical waste facility. You possess a Schriebman local interneural connection port in the third cervical vertebrae. This hardware predates the Minos system and cannot be accessed at this terminal.
That's probably for the best.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
Do you have any advice for me?
A single can of Spankles contains more than your daily dietary requirements. Look for the clown. Drink Spankles. Keep a smile on your face.
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
Do you have any further advice for me?
Are you aware that falls while walking are one of the biggest causes of injuries in Union City? Remember, no matter how short the journey, a monopod is always safer and more convenient.
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
Do you have any further advice for me?
Calocephala fimbriata are dangerous carriers of disease. Never approach, and if you touch one, report for immediate disinfecting. Do not feed the birds.
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
That's all for now.
Due to the alteration of your physical parameters, a new uniform has been ordered and will arrive at your home shortly. Keep a smile on your face.
I was a lot healthier than Graham. In fact, I'd say Graham was downright unhealthy. I had made some headway, but I still needed to know about Graham's work and social standing. After 10 years in the Gap, I'd almost forgotten what a toilet looked like. There was a boot print. Curious. A box had been hidden outside the window. If I could get the window open, I'd be able to reach that box. So Graham was a cleaning supervisor? The logo on the uniform was quite distinct. I needed to find out who he worked for. If I slipped up, I'd be exposed right away. If I could get the window open, I'd be able to reach that box. After 10 years in the Gap, I'd almost forgotten what a toilet looked like. I was hit by the acrid smell of chemicals. The box was for a deluxe hollow plinth replacement lens. There was nothing inside. A cavalcade of cryptids. Someone believed in monster stories. A cavalcade of cryptids. Someone believed in monster stories. I wondered if the people knew that Hobart agents had helped me save their city. A sword? The blade was cracked. An impressive collection of medals, ranging from bravery to long service. Most of the medals dated back to before I was born. A security forces copter. I still had nightmares about those things. Twice I'd flown in them, and both times they'd crashed. I hoped I wouldn't have to risk it a third time. It looked like one of the land trains from the city walls. It was a detailed model. A uniform like the one Graham's wife wore. It was cut for someone much larger. I needed to find out who he worked for. If I slipped up, I'd be exposed right away. Developing fluid and trays. I hadn't seen gear like this since I was a child. Looked like these photos were taken by the city walls. You can tell a lot about a man from his shoes. In this case, that the man had no taste. The droids who stare at goats. A classic. I wondered if Graham self-medicated. Giant scorpions in the sewers. Real or fake? Unlikely. The tentacle monsters would have eaten them years ago. When I came to Union City 10 years ago, this was very much the case. These days, I wasn't so sure. Anti-Hobart propaganda. Some things never change. A printer? It was rare to see one of those. How to survive a war. Better just to not be around to see them. Espionage during the Hobart Wars. Nice to see the propaganda was still around. The blind blocked out all the light from outside. Among the drawings were photographs, land trains, and the city walls. The calendar showed today as a holiday, Aspiration Day. I couldn't access Graham's messages. I added that to my list of things to look into. Keep a smile on your face. The pictures were all of Graham's wife. They were photochemical prints, taken using an old-style film camera. The retro technology had managed to blend songbirds seamlessly into the fake backgrounds. The photography was impressive, but the subject didn't look happy. The pictures in the apartment told a sad story. A blissful romance that had soured with time. Something told me the fire was not authentic. Hello there. Chipworth.
Master Graham.
Why,
Has Master...
maybe.
Oh, yes, sir. And it...
Tell me, Chip.
But that was...
Yes, of course.
Is,
It's fine.
how serendipitous that the well-being mentor is here, then, is it?
I need you to...
Just say the word, sir.
Please, can you do the...
Excellent idea. As sir wishes.
I need you to...
Just say the word, sir.
Please, can you...
I am sorry, sir, but the window controls are in... Her meeting is a pa...
I see.
Indeed, sir. How...
It is rather...
And pungent, sir.
I need you to...
Just say the word, sir.
Please, can you water...
Very good, sir. Excuse me, please. Excuse me, please.
I knew about Graham's health, but I still needed to find out about his work and social standing. Perhaps I'd find more on his personal terminal. I needed to find out more information if I wanted to avoid getting caught out.
Excuse me, please.
Excuse me.
Good afternoon, sir.
I need you to do...
Just say the word, sir.
Never mind.
Very good, sir.
Tell me about...
A woman.
Humor me.
Madam Songbird. Sir might recall he even...
Who?
Me, sir.
So...
Whatever sir desires.
Can you jump?
Sadly, sir, one's...
Shame.
We are...
At least as far as anyone else needs to know. Ah.
I am... Thank you for inquiring.
Who was that guy in here when...
Is sir referring to the... That would be the senior officer. I believe that he would...
He would?
Mentor Alonso indicated that public voting, kudos level...
Just some money?
Consumption patterns, bioscience...
I think I get...
But I'm sure there's a simple answer, Master Graham.
Tell me about the...
As a high-ranking official of the...
Well-being?
Health, social participation, work fulfillment, the usual, sir.
This mentor...
The Ministry of Well-being is...
Well-being?
That's right, sir. A citizen's health... He might also inquire if sir needs any support.
Why exactly?
I believe, sir's 2-week long. Just be yourself, sir, and you will be fine.
Of course, because I am Graham Grundy. Is this interview...
Correct.
And what happens if Sir...
Incorrectly, sir.
Perhaps I hit...
Ha! Very droll, sir. Very...
I didn't have long. I need... So...
Mentor Alonso will assess...
I didn't have long. Chipworth, tell me...
Request?
But aren't you my...
Yes, sir.
Then why can't...
Stand...
Whose order?
You... Nice try, sir.
Graham had made sure his droid wouldn't... Goodbye,
Have a very...
Chipworth?
Good afternoon, sir.
I need you...
Just say the word, sir.
Please, can you...
Very good, sir.
The blind blocked out all the light from outside. A shelf full of sports gear and awards from years gone by. Here's something for all your hard work.
Oh my.
No, Chipworth. A mini no...
It is... I cannot, of course, consume this.
No way.
Very good, sir.
Here, a can of Spankles.
That is... I suspect...
Do you...
Consuming a liquid of this... And that would drastically reduce...
Let me know if you... Take a look at this, Chipworth.
Master Graham, am I to be...
What?
Oh, sir, I am so...
No, Chipworth.
Oh, it would have been a pleasure to have been.
Chipworth?
Hello, Master Graham.
I need you to do something.
Just say the word, sir.
Please, can you
As soon as.
Right. I need you to...
Just say the word, sir.
Please, can you...
The laundry basket is in.
Seems sensible. I need you...
Just say the word, sir.
Please, can you...
Very good, sir.
This was my only chance to find out about Graham. Leaving now wasn't an option. Something told me the fire was not authentic. If I could get the window open, I'd be able to reach that box.
Привет, парни.
Привет.
Welcome back, Graham. Displaying your health chart now. Thank you for consulting on a regular basis.
Do you have any further advice for me?
Food from outside the city has been found to contain high values of salt, sugar, and meat. If you eat
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham. Keep a smile on your face.
I was a lot healthier than Graham.
Excuse me, please.
I knew about Graham. Perhaps I needed to find out more. The image being displayed on the holoplinth had changed. The trees in the gap weren't as pretty, but at least they were real.
Excuse me, please.
The image being displayed on the holoplinth had changed. The trees in the gap weren't as pretty, but at least they were real. The image being displayed on the holoplinth had changed. The device could display a custom hologram. It was probably controlled from a terminal nearby. the image being displayed on the holoplinth had changed. The trees in the gap weren't as pretty, but at least they were real. The council was made up of 5 ministries. Each ministry had their own logo and distinctive color scheme. From the color of his uniform, it was clear that Graham worked for the Ministry of Comfort. I knew quite a bit about Graham's work and health, but I figured I could learn more if I found his kudos records. A chart showing that Graham's kudos score had recently dropped. I wondered what had caused such a sharp decline. I had learned all I was going to from Graham's apartment. I hoped it would be enough. If I was going to convince the mentor, I had to be sure I knew enough about Graham. I couldn't keep them waiting any longer. From that point on, I had...
Darling, I thought you were going to freshen up.
I was, but I missed the sweet sound of your voice.
Oh, Graham, always the romantic. But please don't kiss me until you've showered.
Wouldn't dream of it. Besides, I couldn't let Alfonso here.
Alonso?
Monopolize my lovely wife for a moment longer.
In which case, shall we begin?
Of course. Shall we take a seat in the lounge? It was now or never.
So, Mr. Grundy.
Mentor Alonso.
Ah, well, as I was explaining to your dear wife...
Issues?
Mr. Grundy, a word now. Whilst your records load, remind me in which ministry...
Comfort.
Yes. Ah, here we go. Graham, cleaning supervisors require... I trust that your health rating is sufficient.
I did drop down.
Excellent. So, with that in mind... Now, obviously, your kudos level will have fluctuated due to your absence. You're a C+ right now. I note you used to be much higher.
It isn't easy to keep...
Eh?
Indeed, but it...
Well, but I'd be remiss if I didn't offer...
Mentor?
When someone goes off grid, and as a mentor...
Of course.
So, let's get to...
Deeper?
Tell me about your workplace. I trust there are no issues.
The land train facility.
I'm sure it...
Oh...
We are, of course, very grateful for your service, Mr. 15 days is a... We have been...
I'm fine. Better than...
Excellent. Tell me about your implants. Are they working effectively?
You mean my heart regulators? Nothing to worry about.
Yes. Well, of course, How are you getting on with your rather peculiar hobbies?
You mean my photography?
I do.
You can't beat the feeling.
I can imagine. Although I don't understand choosing to fiddle ministry recommended filter. If we can't see what you create.
What can I say?
I'm sure you do, Graham.
It's been a
Hasn't it? So...
What?
Well?
Okay, so... Cleaning. And while I was... bumped my head. The next thing I knew, I was in the middle of... 2 weeks later, the train...
My poor darling!
I believe I have all the answers I need from you.
Well, that's a relief.
I'm sure it is, Mr. Grundy.
Well, thank you for stopping by.
Just a teeny tiny thing before I go. There appears to be 1 or 2 anomalous results here.
Anomalous? That doesn't sound good.
It may be nothing. But here's the thing. I get strange readings when I scan your U-chip. Any idea why?
Maybe it got damaged when I fell.
Ah, yes. Of course. That's probably it. You see, the only other time I've seen anything like this is when a U-chip has been tampered with. No one would have done that now, would they?
Tampered with? I didn't even know that you could do that.
Graham's a supervisor, not a subversive mentor.
Yes, a supervisor, not a subversive.
Damaged when he fell. Request analysis. There. Perfect. I have everything I need.
Great. Chipbot will show you out.
Chipworth, darling?
Just my little joke. Chipworth.
Good day, Mr. and Mrs. Grundy.
I don't know who you are, or what you've done with Graham, but I think we got away with that.
I hope so. I don't think that we would get away with it a second time.
Nor do I. If there is anything wrong with Graham's U-chip, you would better sort it out sharpish, before Alonso's analysis comes back. Who even are you? Where's Graham? Are you that contact he kept ranting about?
Whatever Graham had been up to, it had gotten him killed. I had to come clean with his wife. There's no easy way to say this, but I'm afraid Graham is dead.
What? How? Where?
I found him. In the Gap.
The Gap? What was the idiot doing in the Gap? Was that where he was always sneaking off to? Ugh!
A child, Milo, was abducted from a village out there and brought into Union City. And I think Graham was somehow connected.
Sure, and pigs fly. Listen, stranger. I'm sure you can understand. This is all too much.
Tell me about it.
So, I'm gonna do some damage In the meantime, I guess this is my bedroom.
Understood. Songbird seemed rattled by the news. Not surprising. But whoever this contact of Graham's was, I suspected they were the key to finding Milo.
Excuse me, please.
Chipworth?
Hello, Master Graham.
I need you to do something.
Just say the word, sir.
Please, can you...
Very good, sir.